is my sadness. My brother Jaques he keeps at school, and report speaks goldenly of his profit. But for my part, he keeps me rustically at home, or to speak more properly, stays me here at home unkept. For call you that keeping for a gentleman of my birth that differs not from the stalling of an ox? And his horses are bred better. For besides that they are fair with their feeding, they are taught their manage, and to that end riders dearly hired. But I, his brother, gain nothing under him, but growth. For the which his animals on his dunghills are as much down him as I. Besides this nothing that he so plentifully gives me, the something that nature gave me, his countenance seems to take from me. He lets me feed with his hinds. He bars me the place of a brother, and as much as in him lies, undermines my gentility with my education. This is it, Adam, that grieves me. And the spirit of my father, which I think is within me, begins to mutiny against this servitude. I will no longer endure it, though yet I know no wise remedy how to avoid it.
Yonder comes my master, your brother.
Go apart, Adam. Thou shalt see how he will shake me up.
Now, sir, what make you here?
Nothing. I am not taught to make anything.
Well, what mar you then, sir?
Marries, sir, I'm helping you to mar that which God made, a poor, unworthy brother of yours. Idleness.
Marry, sir, be better employed and be not a while.
Shall I keep your hogs, too, and eat husks with them? What probable portion have I spent that I should come to such penury?
Know you where you are, sir?
Sir, very well. Here in your orchard.
Know you before whom, sir?
Aye. Better than him I before knows me. I know you are my elder brother, and in the gentle condition of blood, you should so know me. The courtesy of nation allows you my better, and that you are the firstborn, but the same tradition takes not away my blood. Were there 20 brothers betwixt us?
What, boy?
Come, elder brother, you are too young in this.
Look thou lay hands on me, villain.
I am no villain. I am the youngest son of Sir Rowland de Boys. He was my father, and he is thrice a villain that said such a father begot villains. Were thou not my brother, I will not take this hand from thy throat till this other hath pulled out thy tongue for saying so. Thou hast railed on thyself.
Sweet masters, be patient, for your father's remembrance be at accord.
Let me go, I say.
I will not till I please. You shall hear me. My father charged you in his will to give me good education. You have raised me like a peasant, obscuring and hiding me from all gentlemanlike qualities. The spirit of my father is strong in me, and I will no longer endure it. Therefore, allow me such exercises as may become a gentleman. Or give me the poor allotment my father left in my testament. With that, I will go buy my fortunes.
And what wilt thou do? Beg when that is spent? Well, sir, get you in. I'll not long be troubled with thee. You shall have some part of your will. I pray you leave me.
I will no further offend you than becomes me for my good.
Get you with him, you old dog.
Is old dog my reward? Most true, I have grown gray in your service. God be with my old master, who not spoke such a word.
Is it even so? Begin you to grow upon me? Physic your rankness, and yet give no 1,000 crowns neither. Hold on, Dennis!
Calls your worship.
Was not Charles, the Duke's wrestler, here to speak with me?
So please, he's here at the door to report your access to you.
Call him in. This will be a good way tomorrow the wrestlings. Good morrow to you, worship. Good Monsieur Charles. What's the new news at the new court?
There's no news at the court, sir, but the old news. That is, the old Duke is banished by his younger brother, the new Duke. And 3 or 4 loving lords have put themselves into voluntary exile with him, whose lands and revenues enrich the new Duke. Therefore, he gives them good leave to wander.
Can you tell if Rosalind and the Duke's daughter be banished with her father?
Oh no, for the Duke's daughter, her cousin, so loves her, being ever bred from their cradles together, that she would have followed her exile, or have died to stay behind her. She is at the court, sir, and no less beloved of her uncle than his own daughter. And never two ladies loved as they do.
Where will the old Duke live?
They say he's already in the forest of Arden, and many merry men with him. There they live like the old Robin Hood of England. They say many young gentlemen flock to him every day, and fleece the time carelessly, as they did in the Golden World.
What, you wrestle tomorrow before the new Duke?
Married do I, sir, and I came to acquaint you with the matter. I am given, sir, secretly to understand that your younger brother Orlando hath a disposition to come in disguise against me to try a fall. Tomorrow, sir, I wrestle for my credit, and he that escapes me without some broken limb shall acquit him well. Your brother is but young and tender, and for your love I would be loath to foil him, as I must, for my own honor, if he come in. Therefore I have come to acquaint you with all, that you might stay him from his intendment, or brook such disgrace well as he shall run into, in that it is a thing of his own search, and altogether against my will.
Charles, I thank thee for thy love to me, which thou shalt find I will most kindly requite. I had myself notice of my brother's purpose herein, and have by underhand means labored to dissuade him from it, but he is resolute. I tell thee, Charles, it is the stubbornest young fellow of France, full of ambition, an envious emulator of every man's good parts, a secret and villainous contriver against me, his natural brother. Therefore, use thy discretion. I had as lief thou didst break his neck as his finger, and thou wert best look to it. For if thou dost him any slight disgrace, or if he do not grace himself mightily upon thee, he will practice against thee with poison, entrap thee by some treacherous device, and ne'er leave thee till he hath taken thy life by some indirect means or other. For I'll tell thee, and almost with tears I speak it, there is not one so young and so villainous this day living. I speak but brotherly of him, but were I to anatomize him to thee as he is, I must blush and weep, and thou must look pale and wonder.
I am heartily glad I came hither to you. If he come in tomorrow, I'll give him his payment. If he ever go alone again, I'll never wrestle for prize more, and so God keep your worship.
Farewell, good Charles. Now will I stir this gate, sir. I hope I shall see an end of him, for my soul, yet I know not why, hates nothing more than he. Yet he is gentle, never schooled yet learned, full of noble device, of all sorts enchantingly beloved, and indeed so much in the heart of the world, and especially my own people, who best know him, that I am altogether misprized. But it shall not be so long. This wrestler shall clear all. All that remains is for me to kindle the boy thither, which now I'll go about.
Rosalind, sweet my coz, be married. Dear Celia, I show more mirth than I mistress of. And would you yet would marry her? Unless you could teach me to forget a banished father, you must not learn me how to remember any extraordinary pleasure. Herein I learn that thou lovest me not with the full weight that I love thee. If my uncle, thy banished father, had banished thy uncle, the Duke my father, still thou hadst been with me, I could have taught my love to take my father as mine own. And so wouldst thou, if the truth of thy love were so righteously tempered as mine is to thee? Well, I will forget the condition of my estate to rejoice in yours. You know that my father hath no child but I, nor none is like to have. And truly, when he dies, thou shalt be his heir. For what he hath taken from thy father perforce, I shall render again unto thee in affection. I, mine honor I will, and when I break this oath, let me turn monster. Therefore, my sweet Rose, my dear Rose, be merry.
From henceforth I will, cuz, and by sports. Let me see, what think you of falling in love?
Oh, marry, I prithee do, to make sport withal. Yet love no man in good earnest, nor no further in sport, neither than the safety of a pure blush thou mayest in honor come up again.
Well, what shall be our sport then?
We shall sit and mock the good housewife Fortune from her wheel, that her gifts may henceforth be bestowed more
But
equally.
we could do so, for her benefits are mightily misplaced, and the bountiful blind woman doth most mistake in her gifts to women.
It's true. For those that she makes fair, she scarce makes honest. And those that she makes honest, she makes very ill-favorably.
Nay, now thou goest into Fortune's office, into nature's. Fortune reigns in gifts of the world, not in the lineaments of nature.
No, when nature hath made a fair creature, may she not by fortune fall into the fire? And though nature hath given us wit to flout at fortune, hath fortune not sent in this fool to cut off the argument?
Indeed, there is fortune too hard for nature, when fortune makes nature's natural, the cutter off of nature's wit.
Peradventure this is not fortune's work neither, but nature's, who perceiveth our natural wits too dull to receive such goddesses, and hath sent in this natural as our whetstone. For, truly, the dumbness of the fool is the whetstone of the wits. How now, wit, whither wander you?
Mistress, you must come away to your father.
And were you made the messenger?
No, by mine honor. But I was bid to come for you.
Where learned you that, O fool?
Of a certain knight, who swore by his honor they were good pancakes, and swore by his honor the mustard was not. Now I'll stand to it. The pancakes were not, and the mustard was good, and yet was not the knight forsworn.
And how prove you this in your great heap of knowledge?
Aye, marry, now unmuzzle your wisdom.
Stand you both forth now. Stroke your chins, and swear by your beards that I am a maid.
By our beards, if we had them, thou art.
By my knavery, if I had it, that I were. But if you swear by that that is not, you are not forsworn. No more was this knight swearing by his honor, for he never had it. Or if he had it, sworn it all away long before he ever saw those pancakes or that mustard.
I prithee, who is that thou meanest?
Was it Duke Frederick, your father, loved?
His love's enough to honor him. Speak no more of him. You'll be put for taxation one of these days.
The more pity that fools cannot speak wisely what wise men do foolishly.
Why, my troth, thou sayest true. For since the little wit that fools have was silent, the little foolery that wise men have makes great show. Here's Monsieur le Beau,
With his mouthful of news.
which will put one up as pigeons feed their young.
Then we shall be news crammed.
Oh, all the better. We shall be more marketable. Bonjour, Monsieur le Beau. What's the news?
Fair princess, you have lost much good sport.
Sport. Of what color?
What color, madame? How shall I answer you?
As wit and fortune will.
Or as the destinies decree.
Oh, well said. That was laid on as a trowel.
Nay, if I keep not my brain.
Thou losest thy old smell.
You amaze me, ladies. I would have told you good wrestling which you lost the sight of.
You tell us the manner of the wrestling.
I will tell you the beginning, and if it please your ladyships, you may see the end. For the best is yet to do. And here, where you are, there coming to perform.
Well, beginning, that is dead and buried.
Here comes an old man and his 3 sons.
Could match this beginning with an old tale.
3 proper young men of excellent growth and presence.
And with bills on their necks, be it known unto all men by these presents.
The eldest of the 3 wrestled Charles. The Duke's wrestler, to which Charles in a moment threw him and broke 3 of his ribs. But there was a little
sport, monsieur, that the ladies have lost.
Why, Miss Feather, speak up.
Thus men may grow wiser every day. It is the first that ever I heard breaking of ribs was sport for ladies.
Or I promise thee.
Is there not another that longs to see this broken music in his side? Is there not another that dotes on rib breaking? Shall we see this wrestling, cousin?
You must if you stay here, for here is the place appointed for the wrestling, and they are ready to perform it.
Yonder, sure they are coming. Let us now stay and see this.
Come on, since the youth will not be entreated, his own peril on his borders.
Is yonder the man?
Even he, madame.
Alas, he is too young. Yet he looks successfully.
How now, daughter and cousin? Are you crept hither to see the wrestling?
Aye, my liege, so please give us leave.
You will take little delight in it, I can tell you. There is such odds in the man. In pity of the challenger's youth, I would fain dissuade him, but he will not be entreated. Speak to him, ladies. See if you can move him.
Call him hither, Monsieur Beau.
Do so. I'll not be by.
Monsieur, the challenger, the princess's call for you.
I attend them with all respect and duty.
Young man, have you challenged Charles the wrestler?
No, fair princess. He is a general challenger. I come but in as others do to try with him the strength of my youth.
Sir, your spirits are too bold for your years. You have seen cruel proof of this man's strength. If you saw with your own eyes or knew with your enchantment for the fear of your adventure, would counsel you to a more equal enterprise. We pray you, for your sake, to embrace your safety and give over this attempt.
Do, young sir, your reputation shall not therefore be misprized. We will make it our suit to the Duke that the wrestling might not go forward.
I beseech you, punish me not with your hard thoughts, wherein I confess me much guilty, to deny so fair and excellent ladies anything. But let your fair eyes and gentle wishes go with me to my shrine, wherein if I be foiled there is but one shame that was never gracious. If killed, but one dead that was willing to be so. I should do my friends no wrong, for I have none to lament me. The world no injury, for in it I have nothing. Only in the world I fill a place which may be better supplied when I have made it empty.
The little strength I have, I would it were with you.
And mine.
Very well. Pray heaven I be deceived in you.
May your heart's desires be with you.
Where is this young gallant that is so desirous to lie with his mother Earth?
Ready, sir? For his will have been a more modest working.
You shall try but one fall.
No, I warrant your grace. You shall not entreat him to a second, who hath so mightily persuaded him from a first.
And you mean to mock me after?
You should not have mocked me before. Come your ways.
Now Hercules be thy speed, young man. What I want is to catch this strong fellow by the leg. Excellent, young man.
I had a thunderbolt in mine eye. I could save you from all.
is thy name, young man?
Orlando, my liege, the youngest son of Sir Rowland de Boys.
I would thou hadst been son to some man else. The world esteemed thy father honourable, but I did find him still mine enemy. Thou would have better pleased me with this deed, hadst thou descended from another house. But fare thee well. Thou art a gallant youth. I would thou hadst told me of another father.
Father, cousin, would I do this?
I am more proud to be Sir Rowland's son, his youngest son. I will not change that calling to be adopted heir to Frederick.
My father loved Sir Rowland as his soul, and the whole world was of my father's mind. If I had before known this young man, his son, I would have given him tears unto entreaties ere he should thus have ventured.
Gentle cousin, let us both thank him and encourage him. My father's rough and envious disposition strikes me at the heart. Sir, you have well deserved if you keep your promises in love, but justly as you've exceeded all promise. Your mistress shall be happy.
Gentlemen, wear this for me. One out of suits with fortune that could give more, but that her hand lacks means. Shall we go, Alice?
Aye. Fare you well, fair gentlemen.
Can I not say I thank you? Well, my better parts are all thrown down. What here stands up is but a quintain, a mere lifeless block.
He calls us back. My pride fell with my fortunes. I'll ask him what he would.
Did you call, sir?
You have wrestled well and overthrown more than your enemies.
You know
I
us?
have with you. Fare you well.
What passion hangs these weights upon my tongue? I cannot speak to her, yet she urged conference. Oh, poor Orlando. Thou art overthrown, or Charles, or something weaker masters thee.
Good sir, I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place. Albeit you deserve high commendation, true applause and love, yet such is now the Duke's condition that he misconstrues all that you have done. The Duke is humorous. What he is indeed, more suits you to conceive than I to speak of.
I thank you, sir. And pray, tell me this. Which of the two was daughter of the Duke that you were at the wrestling?
Neither is daughter if we judge by manners, but yet indeed the lesser was his daughter. The other is daughter to the banished Duke, and here detained by her usurping uncle to keep his daughter company, whose loves are dearer than the natural bond of sisters. Sir, fare you well. Hereafter, in a better world than this, I shall desire more love and knowledge of you.
I rest much bounded to you. Fare thee well. Thus must I from the smoke to the smother, from tyrant Duke into a tyrant brother. But heavenly Rosalind!
try in time, in despite of a fall. But, turning these jests out of service, let us talk in good earnest.
Is it possible that on such a sudden we should fall into so strong a liking with Sir Rowland's youngest son?
My father loved his father dearly.
Doth it therefore ensue that you should love him dearly? By this chase I should hate him, for my father hated his father dearly.
No, Phebe, hate him not.
Yet I hate not Orlando. Why should I? Doth he not deserve well?
Oh, let me love him for that. And do you love him because I do? Oh, here comes the eyes.
Mistress, dispatch you with your safest haste and get you from our court.
Me? Uncle?
You, cousin, within these 10 days, if that thou beest found so near our public quarters, 20 miles, thou diest for it.
I do beseech your grace. Let me the knowledge of my fault. Bear with me. If with myself I hold intelligence or have acquaintance with mine own desires, if I do not dream or be not frantic as I do trust I am not, then, dear uncle, never so much as with a thought unborn did I offend your highness.
Thus do all traitors. If their purgation did consist in words, they are as innocent as grace itself. Let it suffice thee that I trust thee not.
Yet your mistrust cannot make me traitor. Tell me whereon the likelihood depends.
Thou art thy father's daughter. There's enough.
So was I when your highness took his dukedom. So was I when your highness banished him. Treason is not inherited, my lord. Or if we did derive it from our friends, what's that to me? My father was no traitor. Then could my liege mistake me not so much to think my poverty is treacherous?
Dear sovereign, hear me speak.
Aye, Celia, we stay but for your sake, else with her father had she reigned so long.
Did not then entreat to have her stay. It was your own pleasure and your own remorse. But I know her now, and if she be a traitor, then so am I. For still we've slept together, rose at an instant, eat, learned, played together, and wheresoever we went, like Juno's swans, we went coupled and inseparable.
She is too subtle for thee, and her smoothness, her very silence and her patience speak to the people, and they pity her. Thou art a fool. She robs thee of thy name, and thou wilt show more bright and seem more virtuous when she is gone. Then open not thy lips. Firm and irrevocable is my doom that I have passed upon her. She is banished.
Pronounce that sentence then on me, my liege. I cannot live out of your company.
You are a fool. You, niece, provide yourself. If you outstay the time, upon mine honor, and in the greatness of my word, you die.
My poor Rosalind. Whither wilt thou go? Wilt thou change fathers? I'll give thee mine. I pray thee be not more grieved than I. I have more cause. Thou hast not, cousin. Prithee be cheerful. Knowest thou not the Duke hath banished me, his daughter?
That he hath not.
Hath not. Rosalind, grant then the love which teacheth thee that thou and I am one. Shall we be sundered? Shall we part, sweet girl? No. Let my father seek another heir. Therefore, devise with me whither to go and what to know with us. do not seek to take thy change upon thyself, to bear thy grief alone and leave me out. For I this heaven, not our sorrows pale, save what thou canst. I'll go along with thee. Well, whither shall we go? To seek my uncle in the forest of Arden. Alas, what danger will it be to us maids as we are to travel forth so far? Beauty provoketh thieves soon. I'll put on some poor mean attire, and with umber smirch my face, the light to you, and so shall we pass along, and never stir assailants. Were it not better because that I am more than common tall, that I did suit me all points like a man, a gallant curlax on my thigh, and a boar spear in my hand, and in my heart lie there what hidden woman's fear there will. We'll have a swashing and a martial outside, as many other mannish cowards have that do all face it with their semblances. And what shall I call thee when thou art a man? I'll have no worse a name than Jove's own page. Therefore, look, you call me Ganymede. What will you be called? Something that hath reference to my state. No longer Celia, but Liane. Cousin, what if he essayed to steal the clownish fool from your father's court? Would he not be a comfort to our travel? He would go with me over the wide world. Leave me alone too with him. Let's away and get our jewels and our wealth together. Otherwise, the fittest time and safest way to hide from pursuit will be made after my flight. Now go be content to liberty, not to banishment.
Co-mates and brothers in exile, hath not old custom made this life more sweet than that of painted pomp? Are not these woods more free from peril than the envious court? Here we feel but the penalty of Adam, the season's difference. There's the icy fang and churlish chiding of the winter's wind, which, when it bites and blows upon my body, even till I shrink with cold, I smile and say, this is no flattery. These are counselors that feelingly persuade me what I am. Sweet are the uses of adversity, which, like the toad, ugly and venomous, wears yet a precious jewel in his head. And this our life exempt from public haunt. Find tongues in trees, books in the running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything. I would not change it.
Happy is your grace that can translate the stubbornness of fortune into so quiet, so sweet a style.
Come, shall we go and kill us venison? Yet it irks me, the poor dappled fools, being native burghers of this desert city, should in their own confines with forked heads have their round haunches gorged.
Indeed, my lord, the melancholy Jaques grieves at that, and in that time swears you do more usurp than doth your brother that hath banished you. Today, my lord, Amiens and myself did steal behind him as he lay along under an oak whose antique root peeps out upon the brook that brawls along this wood. To the which place, a poor sequestered stag, which from the hunter's name has taken a hurt, came to languish, and indeed, my lord, the wretched animal heaved forth such groans that the discharge did stretch his leathern coat almost to bursting. Big round tears coursed one another down his innocent nose in piteous chase, and thus the hairy fool, much marked of the melancholy Jaques, stood on the extremest verge of the swift brook, augmenting it with tears.
But what said Jaques? Did he not moralize this spectacle?
Oh, yes, into 1,000 similes.
First, for his weeping into the needless stream, poor dear, quoth he, thou makest a testament as worldlings do, giving thy somewhat more to that which had too much. Then, being there alone, left and abandoned of his velvet friends, 'tis right, quoth he, thus misery doth part the flux of company. Anon, the careless herd, full of pasture, jumps along by him and never stays to greet him. Aye, quoth Jaques, sweep on, you fat and greasy citizens, 'tis just the fashion. Wherefore do you look upon that poor and broken bankrupt there? Thus, most infectively, he pierceth through the body of the country, city, court, yea, and of this our life, swearing that we are mere usurpers, tyrants, and what's worse, to fright the animals and to kill them up in their assigned and native dwelling place.
Did you leave him in this contemplation?
We did, my lord.
Weeping and commenting
Over the subject.
Show me the place. I love to cope him in these sullen fits, but then he's full of matter.
I'll bring you to him straight.
Can it be possible that no man saw them? It cannot be. Some villains of my court are of consent and sufferance in this.
I cannot hear of any vengeance here. The ladies, or tenants of her chamber, sought her bed, and in the morning early, they found the bed untreasured of the mistress.
My lord, the varnished cloud at whom so oft your grace was wont to laugh is also missing. Hesperia, the princess's gentlewoman, says that she secretly overheard your daughter and cousin much commend the parts and graces of the wrestler that did so foil the sinewy Charles. And she believes, wherever they are gone, that youth is surely in their company.
Send to his brother. Fetch that gallant hither. If he be absent, send his brother to me. I'll have him find him. Do this suddenly, and let not search and inquisition quail to bring again these foolish runaways.
Who's there?
What? Oh, my young master. Oh, my gentle master. Oh, my sweet master. Why, what make you here? Why are you so virtuous? Why do people love you? And wherefore are you gentle, strong, and valiant? Why would you be so fond to overcome the bonny prizes of humorous duke? Your praises come too swiftly home before you. Know you not, master, that to some kind of men their graces serve them but as enemies? No more do yours. Your virtues, gentle master, are sanctified and holy traitors to you. Oh, what a world is this when what is comely envenoms him who bears it.
Why? What's the matter?
Oh, unhappy youth, come not within these doors. Within this roof the enemy of all your graces lives. Your brother, no brother, yet the son, yet not the son. I will not call him son of him I was about to call his father. He hath heard your praises, and this night means to burn the lodging where you used to lie, and you within it. If he fail of that, he will have other means to cut you off. I overheard him and his practices. This is no place. This house is but a butchery. Abhor it, fear it, do not enter it.
Why, whither, Adam, wouldst thou have me go?
No matter whither, so you come not here.
What, wouldst thou have me go and beg my food? Or with a base and boisterous sword, enforce the thievish living on the common road? Well, this I must do, or know not what to do. Yet this I will not do. Do how I can. I will rather subject me to the malice of a diverted blood and bloody brother.
But do not so. I have 500 crowns, the thrifty hire I saved under your father, which I did store to be my foster nurse when Service in my old limbs should lie lame in unregarded age and corners thrown. Here, take the gold. All this I give you. Let me be your servant. Though I look old, yet I am strong and lusty. For in my youth, I never did apply hot and rebellious liquors in my blood, nor did not with on a bashful forehead woo the means of weakness and debility. Therefore my age is like a lusty winter, frosty, but kindly. Let me go with you, and I will do the service of a younger man in all your business and necessities.
Good old man. How well indeed appears the constant service of the antique world, where servants sweat for duty, not for need. Thou art not for the fashion of these times, where none will sweat but for promotion, and having that, to choke their service up even with the having. It's not so with thee, but poor old man, thou prunest a rotten tree, that cannot so much as a blossom yield in lieu of all thy pains and husbandry. But come thy ways. We'll go along together, and ere we have thy youthful wages spent, we'll light upon some settled low content.
Master, go on, and I will follow thee to the last gasp with truth and loyalty. From 17 years till now almost 80. Here lived I, but now live here no more. At 17 years many their fortunes seek, but at 80 it is too late to weep. Yet fortune cannot recompense me better than to die well and not my master's debtor.
Phebe! Phebe!
Oh, alas, poor shepherd. In searching of thy wound, I have found my own.
And I mine. But when I was in love, I broke my sword upon a stone and bid him take back for coming at night to Jane's smile. I remember the kissing of her back, and and the cow's dugs that a pretty chap hands him milk. And I remember the wooing of a peas cod instead of her, from which I took 2 cods and giving her them again, said with weeping tears, "Were these for my sake?" We that are true lovers run into strange capers. But as all in nature is mortal, so all nature in love is mortal in thought.
Thou speakest wiser than thou art aware of.
Nay, shall ne'er beware mine own wit till I break my shins upon it.
Jove, the shepherd's passion is much upon thy fashion.
And mine, though it grows something stale with me.
Pray you ask yond man if for some gold he will give us some food. I faint almost to death.
Hola, you clown!
Peace, you fool, he's not thy kinsman.
Who calls?
You're better, sir.
Else are they very wretched.
Peace, I say. Good even to you, friend.
And to you, gentle sir, and to you all.
I prithee, if love or gold can in this desert place buy entertainment, bring us to where we may rest ourselves and feed. Here's a young maid with travel much abreast, who faints for supper.
Fair sir, I pity her, and wish for her sake more than mine own. My fortunes were more able to relieve her. But I am shepherd to another man, and shear not the fleeces that I graze. My master is of churlish disposition, and little recks to find the way to heaven by doing deeds of hospitality. Besides, his coat, his flock, and pounds of feed are now in sale, and yet his sheepcoat now, by reason of his absence. There is nothing for you to feed on. But what is, come see, and in my voice, most welcome shall you be.
What is he that will buy the flock and pasture?
A young swain who is here but in a while, that little cares for buying anything.
I prithee, if it stand with honesty, buy thou the cottage, the flock, and pasture, and thou shalt have to pay for it of us.
We'll mend thy wages. I like this place and would willingly waste my time here.
Assuredly the thing is to be sold. Go in, and if you like upon report the soil, the profit, and this kind of life, then I will your faithful feeder be. And buy it with your gold right suddenly.
He thinks I have given him a penny, and he renders me the beggarly thanks. Come, say. And you, will not? Hold your tongues.
Well, we'll finish the song. Sir, courage the walk, for the while. The Duke will drink under that tree.
No.
He has been all the day to look you.
No, and I have been all this day to avoid him. He is too disputable for my company. I think of as many matters as he, but I give heaven thanks to make no most of them. Come. Warble. Come. I'll give you a verse to this note that I wrote yesterday in despite of my invention.
We'll sing it.
Thus it goes.
If it should come to pass that any man turn ass, leaving his wealth and ease, a stubborn will to please.
Duck dame.
Duck dame, duck dame, duck dame. Here shall he see gross fools as he, and if he will come to me. What is this Duke dame?
'Tis a Greek invocation to call fools into a circle. I'll go sleep if I can. If I cannot, I'll rail against all the firstborn of Egypt.
And I'll go get the Duke. His banquet is prepared.
Dear master, I can go no further. I die for food. Here lie I down and measure out my grave. Farewell, kind master.
Why, how now, Adam? No greater heart in thee? Oh, live a little. Cheer thyself a little. Comfort thyself a little. If this uncouth forest yield anything savage, I will either be food for it or bring from food to thee. Thy conceit is nearer death than thy powers. For my sake, be comfortable. Hold death a while at arm's end. I will here be with thee presently, and if I bring thee not something to eat, I shall give thee leave to die. If thou diest before I come, thou art a mocker of my labor. Well said, thou lookest cheerly, and I'll be with thee quickly. If thou liest in the bleak air, come, I will bear thee to some shelter. And thou shalt not die for lack of a dinner, if there live anything in this forest. Cheerly, good Adam.
Transformed into a beast, for I can nowhere find him like a man.
My lord, he is but even now gone hence. Here was he merry, hearing of a song.
If he, compact of joys, grow musical, we shall have shortly discord in the spirit. Go seek him. Tell him I would speak with him.
He saves my labor by his own approach.
Why, how now, monsieur? What a life is this that your poor friends must woo your company? What? You look merrily.
A fool! A fool! I met a fool in the forest! A motley fool! Oh, miserable world. As I do live by food, I met a fool in the forest, who laid him down and basked him in the sun,
not fool till heaven hath sent me fortune. And then he drew a dial from his poke, and looking on it with lackluster eye, he very wisely says, it is 10 o'clock. Thus we may see, quoth he, how the world wags. 'Tis but an hour ago since it was 9, and after 1 hour more 'twill be 11. And so from hour to hour we ripe and ripe, and then from hour to hour we rot and rot, and thereby hangs the tale. Well, when I did hear the motley fool thus moral on the time, my lungs began to grow like Chanticleer, that fools should be so deep contemplative, and I did laugh sans intermission an hour by his dial. Oh, noble fool, worthy fool, motley is the only wear.
What fool is this?
A worthy fool, one that hath been a courtier, and says that if ladies be but young and fair, they have the gift to know it. And in his brain, which is as dry as the remainder biscuit after a voyage, he hath strange places crammed with observation, which events, in manual forms, oh, that I were a fool. I am ambitious for a motley coat.
Thou shalt have one.
It is my only suit. Provided that you weed your better judgments of all opinion, else the crows reckon them that I am wise. I must have liberty withal, as large a charter as the wind, to blow on whom I please. So who's that? Invest me in my motley. Give me leave to speak my mind, and I will through and through cleanse the foul body of the invested world. If they will patiently receive my medicine.
Fie on thee. I can tell what thou wouldst do.
What, for account of what I do but good?
Most mischievous foul sin by chiding sin. For thou thyself hast been a libertine, as sensual as the brutish sting itself, and all the embossed sores and headed evils that thou with license of free foot hast caught, wouldst thou disgorge into the general world.
Why, who cries out on pride that can therein tax any private party? Does it not flow as hugely as the sea, to let the weary, very means do ebb? What woman of the city do I name, when I say that the city woman wears the cloth of princes on unworthy shoulders? Who can come in and say that I mean her, when such a one as she, such is her neighbor? And what is he of lowest office, who says his finery is not all my cost, thinking that I mean him, but therein suits his folly to the metal of my speech? There then. Now then, what then? Let me see where my tongue hath wronged him. Do I do him right? Well, then he hath wronged himself. If he be free, why then my taxing as the wild goose flies, unclaimed of any man. Oh, who comes here?
Forbear and eat no more,
Why, that's none yet.
nor shall not till necessity be served.
Thus boldened man by thy distress, or else a rude despiser of good manners, that in civility thou seemst so empty.
You touch my vein at first. The thorny point that bear distress hath taken me to show its smooth stability. Yet I am inland bred and know some nurture. But forbear, I say. He dies and touches any of this food till I my affairs are answered.
And you will not be answered with reason, then I must die.
What would you have? Your gentleness shall force more than your force move us to gentleness.
I almost die for food, and let me have it.
Sit down and feed, and welcome to our table.
Speaking so gently. Pardon, I pray you, I thought that all things have been savage here, and therefore put I on the countenance of stern commandment. But what air you are that in this desert inaccessible, under the shade of melancholy boughs, lose and neglect the creeping hours of time. If ever you have looked on better days, if ever been where bells have known to church, if ever sat at any good man's feast, if ever from your eyelids wiped a tear, and know it is to pity and be pitied, let gentleness my strong enforcement be, in the which hope I blush and hide my sword.
True it is that we have seen better days, and have with holy bell been called to church, and sat at good men's feasts, and wiped our eyes of drops that sacred pity hath engendered. Therefore sit you down in gentleness, and take upon command what help we have, that to your wanting may be ministered.
Then but forbear your food a little while, whilst like a doe I go and find my fawn and give it food. There is after me an old poor man, who hath many a weary step, linked in pure love, till he be first sufficed, oppressed with two weak evils, age and hunger. I'll not touch a bit.
Go and find him out. We will nothing waste till you return.
I thank you, and be blessed for your good comfort.
Thou seest we are not all alone unhappy. This wide and universal theatre presents more woeful pageants than the scene wherein we play.
All the world's a stage. And all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. And one man, in his time, plays many parts. His acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nursemaid's arms. And then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail, unwillingly to school. Then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. And the soldier, full of spring jokes and bearded like the bard, jealous and honor, some quick and quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. Then the justice, fair round belly, with good capon line, nice sphere, and beard of formal cut, full of wise souls and modern instances. So he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well safe, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice scraping again towards childish treble by tranquil in his mouth. Last scene of all, that ends this strange, eventful history, his second childishness, and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything.
Welcome. Set down thy venerable burden and let him feed.
I thank you most for him.
So hath your need. I scarce can speak to thank you for myself.
Welcome. Fall to. I will not trouble you as yet to question you about the details of your fortunes. Play, music, and good cousin, sing.
Blow, blow, thou winter wind, thou art not so unkind as man's ingratitude. Thy tooth is not so keen, and thou art not yet seen, although thy breath be rude. Hey ho, sing hey ho, unto the green holly. Most friendship is fading, most loving, dear folly, and hey ho, holly, this life is most jolly.
Freeze, freeze the bitter sky, thou dost not bite so nigh as benefit forgot. Though thou the waters war, thy sting is not so short as friend remembered not. Hey ho, sing hey ho, unto the green holly. Most friendship is feigning, most loving mere folly. And hey ho, the holly, this life is most jolly.
If that thou were the good Sir Rowland's son, as you have whispered faithfully you were, and as mine eye doth his effigies witness most truly lived and living in your face, be truly welcome hither. I'm the Duke that loved your father. The residue of your fortune go to my cave and tell me. Good old man, thou art right welcome as thy master is. Support him by the arm. Give me your hand, and let me all your fortunes understand.
Not seen him since. Sir, this cannot be. But were I not the better part's maid Mercy, I should not seek an absent argument of my revenge. Thou present. But look to it. Find out thy brother wheresoe'er he is. Seek him with candle. Bring him, dead or living, within this 12-month, or turn thou no more to seek a living in our territory. Thy lands and all things that thou dost call thine worth seizure do we seize into our hands, till thou canst quit thee by thy brother's mouth of what we think against thee.
Oh, that your highness knew my heart in this. I never loved my brother in my life.
Poor villain thou. Well, push him out of doors, and let my officers of such a nature make an extent upon his house and property. Do this expediently, and turn him going.
Hang there my verse, in witness of my love. And thou, thrice-crowned queen of nights, survey with thy chaste eye from thy pale sphere above thy huntress name, that my full life doth sway. Oh, Rosalind, these trees shall be my books, and in their barks my thoughts I'll character, that every eye which in this forest looks shall see thy virtue witnessed everywhere. Run, Orlando, carve on every tree the fair, the chaste, the unexpressive, she.
And how like you this shepherd's life, Master Touchstone?
Truly, shepherd, in respect of itself, it is a good life. But in respect that it is a shepherd's life, it is not. In respect that it is solitary, I like it very well. But in respect that it is private, it's a very fine life. Now, in respect that it is in the fields, it pleases me well. But in respect that it is not in the courts, it is tedious. As it is a spare life, well, it suits my humor well. But as there is no more plenty, it goes much against my stomach. Has any philosophy in thee, shepherd?
No more but that I know that the property of rain is to wet and fire to burn, that good pasture makes fat sheep, and that a great cause of the night is lack of the sun.
Such a one is a natural philosopher. Was never in court, shepherd?
No, truly.
Oh, then thou art damned.
Nay, I hope.
Oh, truly, thou art damned like an ill-roasted egg, all on one side.
For not being at court? Your reason?
Thou never wast at court, thou never sawest good manners. if thou never sawest good manners, then thy manners must be wicked, and wickedness is sin, and sin is damnation. Thou art in a parlous state, shepherd.
Not a whit, Touchstone. Those that are good manners at the court are as ridiculous in the country as those manners in the country would be mockable at the court. Now you told me you salute not at the court, but you kiss your hands. Such a courtesy would be uncleanly if courtiers were shepherds.
Instance, briefly. Come, instance.
Oh, we are still handling our ewes, and their fleeces, you know, are greasy.
Do let your courtier's hands sweat, and is not the grease of a mutton as wholesome as the sweat of a man? Shallow, shallow. Better instance, come.
Besides, our hands are hard.
Your lips will feel them the sooner. Shallow again. A more sounder instance, come.
And they are often tarred over with the surgery of our sheep. And when you have us kiss hard, a courtier's hands are perfumed with civet.
Most shallow man, thou worms me in respect of a good piece of flesh indeed. Learn of the wise and for penny. Civet is of a much baser birth than tar, the very uncleanly flux of a cat. Mend the instant, shepherd.
You're too courtly a wit for me. I'll rest.
Wilt thou rest, damned? God help thee, shallow man. God make incision in thee, thou art raw.
Sir, I am a true laborer. I earn that I eat, get that I wear. Oh, no man hate, envy no man's happiness, glad of other men's good, content with my harm. And the greatest of my pride is to see my ewes graze and my lambs suck.
That is another simple sin in thee, to bring the ewes and the rams together, and to offer to get your living on the copulation of cats, to be bought to a bellwether, and to betray a she-lamb of the 12-month to a crooked, painted, old, cuckolding ram out of all reasonable match. If thou beest not damned for this, the devil himself will have no shepherds. I cannot think how else thou should escape.
Here comes young Master Gammy, my new mistress's brother.
From the east to western end, no jewel is like Rosalind. Her worth being mounted on the wind, through all the world bears Rosalind. All the pictures fairest lined are but black to Rosaline. Let no fair be kept in mind, but the fair of Rosaline.
I'll rhyme you so 8 years together, dinners and suppers and sleeping hours excepted. It is the right butter women's rank tomorrow. 14. If a hart do lack a hind, let him seek out Rosaline. If a cat will after kind, so be sure will Rosaline. Winter garments must be lined, so must slender Rosaline. They that reap must sheaf and bind, then to market with Rosaline. Sweetest nut hath sourest rind. Such a nut is Rosaline. He that sweetest rose do find must find love's prick and Rosaline. It's a very false gallop of verses. Why do you infect yourself with it?
Peace, you dull fool, I fell on a tree.
Truly the tree yields bad fruit.
Oh, here comes my sister reading. Stand aside. Why should this a desert be? For it is unpeopled? No. Tongues I'll hang on every tree that shall civil same show. Some how brief the life of man runs his erring pilgrimage, that the stretching of a span buckles in his sum of age. Some of violated vows twixt the souls of friend and friend, but upon the fairest vows, or at every sentence end, will I, Rosalinda, write, teaching all that read to know the quintessence of every sprite heavenward in little show. Thus, Rosalind of many parts by heavenly synod was devised, of many faces, eyes, and hearts, to have the touches dearest prized. Heaven would that she these gifts should have, and I to live and die her slave. Officer, what tedious homily of love would you weary your parishioners withal, without first crying, have patience, those petitionary vehemence, tell me who it is.
Wonderful, 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 and yet again wonderful, and after that, out of all corbage.
God, my complexion, dost thou think, though I'm caparisoned like a man, I have a doublet and hose in my disposition? 1 inch of delay more is a sound sea of discovery. I prithee, tell me who it is, quickly, and speak apace. Yea, wouldst thou couldst stammer, that thou might pour this concealed man out of thy mouth, like wine comes out of a narrow-mouthed bottle, either too much at once or not at all. I prithee, take the cork from my mouth, that I may drink thy tidings,
So that you may put a man in your belly.
Oh, is he of God's making? What manner of man? Is his head worth a hat, or his chin worth a beard?
Nay, he hath but a little beard.
God will send more of the man will be thankful. Let me stay the growth of his beard, if thou deny me not the knowledge of his chin.
It is young Orlando, who hath tripped up the wrestler's heels and your heart both in an instant.
Nay, the devil take mockings. Speak, sad brow, true maid.
Indeed, cuz, 'tis he.
Orlando. Alas, the day! What shall I do with my doublet and hose? What did he when thou sawest him? What said he? How looked he? Oh, wherein went he? What makes him here? Did he ask for me? Where remains he? How parted he with me? When shalt thou see him again? Answer me in one word.
You must first borrow me gargantua's mouth. 'Tis a word too great for any mouth of this age's size. To say aye or no to these particulars would be more than to answer in a catechism.
Doth he know I am in this forest and in man's apparel? Oh, looks he as freshly as he did the day he wrestled.
It is as easy to count atomies as to resolve the propositions of a lover. But take a taste of my finding and relish it with good observance. I found him under a tree, like a dropped acorn.
Oh, it may well be called Jove's tree when it drops forth such
Be honest, madam.
Proceed.
There lay he, stretched along like a wounded knight.
So, it be a pity to see such a sight, it well becomes the ground.
Pray, Ola, to thy tongue I prithee, curb it unseasonably. He was furnished like a hunter.
Oh, ominous, he comes to kill my heart.
I would sing thee song without a burden, thou bringest me out.
Dost thou know I am a woman? When I think I must speak. Sweet, say on.
You bring me out.
Comes he not here? Oh, 'tis he. Slink by and note him.
I thank you for your company, but in faith I had as lief been myself alone.
And so had I, but yet for fashion's sake, I thank you too for your society.
Well, God by you. Let's meet as little as we can.
I be determined we may be better strangers.
Oh, I pray you are no more trees with writing love songs in their parks.
I pray you mar no more of my verses by reading them ill-favored.
Rosalind. 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 Rosalind is your love's name?
Yes, just.
I do not like her name.
There was no thought of pleasing you when she was christened.
What stature is she of?
Oh, just as high as my heart.
Oh, you're full of pretty answers. Have you not been acquainted with goldsmiths' wives and forged them out of rings?
Not so, but I answer you right, King of Thought, from whence you have studied your questions.
You have a nimble wit that I think was made of Atalanta's hue. Come, will you sit down with me, and we two will rail against our mistress, the world, and all our misery.
I will chide no breather in the world, but myself, against whom I know most faults.
The worst fault you have is to be in love.
'tis a fault I would not trade for your best virtue. I'm weary of you.
No, by my troth, I was looking for a fool when I found you.
He is drowned in the brook. Look wherein you shall see him.
There shall I see mine own figure.
Which I take to either be a fool or a cipher.
Well, I'll tarry no longer with you. Farewell, good Signor Love.
Declare for your departure. Adieu, good Monsieur Melancholy.
I will speak to him like a saucy lackey, and under that habit play the knave with him. Do you hear, Forrester?
Very well. What would you?
I pray you, what is it o'clock?
You should ask me what time of day. There's no clock in the forest.
Then there is no true lover in the forest. Else sighing every minute and groaning every hour would detect the lazy foot of time as well as the clock.
And why not the swift foot of time? Had that not been as proper?
By no means, sir. Time travels in diverse paces with diverse persons. I can tell you who time ambles withal, who time trots withal, who time gallops withal, until he stands still withal.
I prithee, who doth he trot withal?
Married, he trots hard with a young maid between the contract of the marriage and the day it is solemnized. Though it be but a 7-night time's pace is so hard it feels the length of 7 years.
Who ambles time withal?
With a priest that lacks Latin, or a rich man that hath not the gout? For the one sleeps easily because he cannot study, and the other lives merrily because he feels no pain. One lacking the burden of lean and wasteful learning, and the other knowing no burden of heavy, tedious penury. These time ambles withal.
Who doth he gallop withal?
With a thief to the gallows, for though he goes softly as foot can fall, he thinks himself too soon there.
And who stays it still withal?
With lawyers in the vacation, for they sleep between term and term, and then they perceive not how time moves.
Where dwell you, pretty youth?
With this shepherdess, my sister, here in the skirts of the forest, like fringed on a petticoat.
Are you a native of this place?
As the coney that you see dwell where she is kindled.
Your accent is something finer than can be purchased and so removed to dwelling.
I have been told so of many, but indeed an old religious uncle of mine taught me to speak, who was in his youth an inland man. One who knew courtship too well, for there he fell in love. I've heard him read many lectures against it, and I thank God I am not a woman to be touched with so many giddy offenses, as he hath generally taxed their whole sex with all.
Can you remember any of the principal evils that he laid to the charge of women?
There were none principal. They were all like one another as halfpence are. Each one false seeming monstrous until its fellow fall came to match it.
I prithee recount some of them.
Nay, I will not cast away my physic but on those that are sick. There is a man haunts the forest and abuses our young plants with carving Rosalind on their barks, hangs odes on hawthorns and elegies on brambles, all, forsooth, deifying the name of Rosalind. If I could meet this fancy monger, I would give him some good counsel, for he seems to have the quotidian of love upon him.
I am he that is so love-shaped. I pray you, tell me your remedy.
There are none of my uncle's marks upon you. He taught me to know a man in love, in which cage of rushes I am sure you are not a prisoner.
What were his marks?
A lean cheek, which you have not. A blue eye and sunken, which you have not. An unquestionable spirit, which you have not. A beard neglected, which you have not. Though I may pardon you for that, for merely your having a beard as a younger brother's revenue. But then still, your hose should be ungarnered, your bonnet unbanded, your sleeve untied, your shoe unbuttoned, everything about you demonstrating a careless desolation. But you are no such man. You're rather a white device in your accoutrements, as loving yourself than seeming the lover of any other.
Fair youth, I would I could make thee believe I love.
Me believe it. You may well as soon make she you love believe it. Which she is apter to do than to confess she does. It is still one of the points in which women give the lie to their consciences. But, in good sooth, are you he that hangs verses on trees wherein Rosalind is so admired?
I swear to thee, youth, by the white hand of Rosalind, I am that he. That unfortunate he.
Are you so in love as your rhymes speak?
Neither rhyme nor reason can express how much.
Love is merely a madness, and deserves as dark a house and a whip as madmen do. And the only reason that they're not so punished and cured is that the lunacy is so ordinary that the whippers are in love too. Yet, I confess, curing it by counsel.
Did you ever cure any so?
Yes, one, and in this manner. He was to imagine me his love, his mistress, and come to my coat every day and woo me, at which time I, being but a moonish youth, would grieve, be effeminate, changeable, longing and liking, proud, fantastical, apish, shallow, inconstant, full of tears, full of smiles, for every passion something, and for no passion truly anything, as boys and women are, for the most part, cattle of this color. Would now like him, now loathe him, then entertain him, then forswear him, then weep for him, then spit at him, and I drave my suitor from his mad humor of love to a living humor of madness, which was to forswear the full stream of the world and to live in a nook, merely monastic. And thus I cured him. And so will I take upon me to wash your liver as clean as a sound sheep's heart, that there shall not be one spot of love in it.
I would not be cured, youth.
I would cure you, if you would but call me Rosalind, and come to my coat every day and woo me.
Now, by the faith of my love, I will. Tell me where it is.
Go with me and I'll show you. And by the way, you'll show me in the forest where you live. Will you go?
With all my heart, good youth.
Nay, you must call me Rosalind. Will you go, sister?
Audrey. And how, Audrey? Am I the man yet? Doth my simple feature content thee?
Your features. Lauren does. What features?
I am here with thee and thy goats as the most capricious poet honest Ovid was among the gods.
Oh, knowledge you'll inhabit it worse than Jove in a thatched house.
Men's verses are not understood, nor a man's good wit seconded by the forward child understanding. It strikes a man more dead than a great reckoning in a little room. And what the gods that made thee poetical?
I don't know what poetical is. Is it honest in deed and word? Is it a true thing?
No, truly. For the truest poetry is the most feigning. Lovers are given to poetry. And what they swear in poetry, it may be said as lovers they do feign.
Do you wish the gods had made me poetical?
I do, truly. But thou swearest me thou art honest. Now, if thou wert a poet, I might have some hope thou didst fame.
Would you not have me honest?
Oh, truly, unless thou wert hard favored. For honesty coupled with beauty is to add honey and sauce to sugar.
Well, I am not fair. Therefore, I pray the gods make me honest.
Truly, I had to cast away honesty upon a foul slut, were to put good meat into an unclean dish.
I am not a slut, though I thank the gods that I am foul.
Praise be the gods for thine foulness. Sluttishness may come hereafter. But be it as it may be, I will marry thee. And to that end, I have been with Sir Oliver Martext, the vicar of the next village, and he hath promised to meet me in this place of the forest and to couple us. I would fain see that meeting.
Gods give us to our need.
Amen. A man may, if you were of a fearful heart, stagger in this attempt. For here we have no temple but the wood, no assembly but horn beasts. But what though? Courage. As horns are odious, so are they necessary. It is said that many a man knows no end of his goods. Right. Many a man has good horns and knows no end of them. Well, but the dowry of his wife. 'Tis none of his own getting. A horn? Even so. The poor man alone? No. The noblest deer hath them as huge as the rascal. Is the single man therefore blessed? No. Just as the walled town is more worthier than a village, so is the forehead of a married man more honorable than the bare brow of a bachelor. And by how much is defense better than no skill? By so much is a horn more precious than to want. Oh, here comes Sir Oliver. Sir Oliver Martext, you are very well met. Will you dispatch us here under this tree, or shall we go with you to your chapel?
Is there none to give the woman?
We'll not take her own gift of any man.
Oh, truly, she must be given, or the marriage is not lawful.
No. Proceed, proceed, I'll get her.
Good, even, good master. What you call it? I am very glad to see you. God yield you your last company. You are very well met, even a toy in hand here, sir. Oh, nay, pray, be covered.
We be married, Motley.
As the ox hath his bow, the horse his curb, and the falcon her bells, so man has his desires. And as pigeons bill, so wedlock will be nibbling.
Ha ha ha! But will you, being a man of your breeding, be married under a bush like a beggar? Get you to church, and have a good priest that can tell you what marriage is. This fellow will but join you as they join wainscot. And one of you will prove a shrunk panel and light green timber. War.
I am not in the body, but I were better to be married of him than of another, for he is not like to marry me well, and not being well married, it will be a good excuse for me hereafter to leave my wife. Ooh.
Go on with me, and I will counsel thee.
Come, Audrey, we must be married, or we must live in bawdry. Farewell, good Sir Oliver, not oh brave Sir Oliver, oh sweet Sir Oliver, leave me not behind thee, but wind away, be gone, I say. I will not to wedding with thee.
'Tis no matter, ne'er a fantastical knave of a war shall flout me out of my calling.
Never talk to me, I will weep. Oh, I prithee do. Yet have the grace to consider that tears do not become a man. Have I not cause to weep? Good causes any would desire. Therefore weep.
His very hair is of dissembling color.
Something a little browner than Judas's. Mary, his kisses are Judas's own children. hair is of a good color. Oh, an excellent color. Your chestnut was ever the only color. His kissing is as full of sanctity as the touch of holy bread. A nun of Sisters Winterling kisses not more religiously through ice of chastity than his lips. Why did he say he would come this morning and comes not? No, there is no truth in him. Do you think so? Yes, I think him not a pig purse or a horse thief, but as for his maritime love, I do think him as concave as a covered goblet or worm-eaten nuts. Not true in love? Yes, when he is in, but I do not think he is in. You have heard him swear downright he was. Was is not is. Besides, the words of a lover are no stronger than the words of a tapster. They are both confirmers of false reckonings. The tins here in the forest on the Duke your father.
I met the Duke today and had much question with him. He asked me of what parentage I was. So I told him of as good as he. And so he laughed and let me go. What talk we of fathers when there is such a man as Orlando?
Yes, there's a brave man. He speaks brave words, writes brave verses, makes brave oaths, and breaks them bravely. Quite traverse athwart the heart of his lover like a puisny tilter who spurs his horse on but one side, slacks his step like a noble goose. But all's brave that youth, vows and folly guides. Oh, who comes here?
Mistress! And master, you have often inquired after the shepherd that complained of love, who you saw sitting by me on the turf, praising the proud, disdainful shepherdess that was his mistress.
Well, and what of him?
If you will see a pageant truly played between a pale complexion of true love and the red glow of scorn and proud disdain, go hence a little, and I shall conduct you, if you will mark it.
Come, let us remove. The sight of lovers' feet those in love. Bring us to this sight, and you'll say I'll prove a busy actor in their play.
Sweet Phebe, do not scorn me. Do not, Phebe. Say that you love me not, but say not so with bitterness. The common executioner, whose heart the accustomed sight of death makes hard, falls not the axe upon the humble neck, but first begs pardon. Will you sterner be than he that dies and lives by bloody drops?
I would not be thy executioner. I fly thee, for I would not injure thee. Thou tell'st me there is murder in mine eye. 'Tis pretty sure and very probable that eyes that are the frailest and softest things, who shut their coward gates on enemies, should be called tyrants, butchers, murderers. Now, I do frown on thee with
no wounds invisible that love's keen arrows make.
But till that time, come not thou near me. And when that time comes, afflict me with thy mocks, pity me not. As till that time, I shall not pity thee.
But why, I pray you? Who might be your mother, that you insult, exult, and all at once over the wretched? What will you have no beauty is? By my faith, I see no more in you than without candle may go dark to bed. Must you be therefore proud and pitiless? What means this? Why look you so on me? I see no more in you than in the ordinary of nature's sail work. That's my life. I think she means to tangle my eyes, too. No, faith, proud mistress. 'Tis not your inky brow, your black silk hair, your bugle eyeballs, nor your cheek of cream that can attain my spirits to your worship. And you foolish shepherd, wherefore do you follow her like foggy south puffing with wind and rain? You are 1,000 times a properer man than she a woman. To such fools as you that fills the world with ill-favored children. 'Tis not her glass, but you that favors her, and out of you she sees herself more proper than any of her lineaments can show her. But mistress, know yourself. Down on your knees and thank heaven, fasting for a good man's love. For I must tell you, friendly in your ear, sell when you can. You are not for all markets. Why the man mercy? Love him, take his offer. Foul is most foul, being foul to be a scoffer. Therefore take her to thee, shepherd. Fare you well.
Oh, sweet youth, I pray you, chide here together. I had rather hear you chide than this man woo.
He's fallen in love with your foulness, and she'll fall in love with my anger. As fast as she answers thee with frowning looks, I'll sauce her with bitter words. Why look you so upon me?
For no ill will I bear you.
Oh. Do not fall in love with me, I pray you. I am falser than vows made in wine. Besides, I like you not. If you would know my house, 'tis at the tuft of olives here hard by. Come, sister. Shepherd, ply her heart. Come, shepherds, look on him better. Though all the world could see, none could be so abused in sight as he. Come to our flock.
Dead shepherd, now I find thy saw of might. Whoever loved that loved not at first sight.
Sweet Phebe.
Huh? What sayest thou, Sylvius?
Sweet Phebe. Pity me.
Why, I am sorry for thee, gentle Sylvius.
Wherever sorrow is, relief would be. If you do sorrow as my grief in love, by giving love, your sorrow and my grief were both extinct.
Thou hast my love, is not that neighborly?
I would have you.
Why, that were covetousness. Sylvius, the time was that I hated thee. And yet, it is not that I bear thee love, but since that thou canst talk of love so well, thy company, which erst was irksome to me, I will endure, and I'll employ thee too. But do not look for further recompense than thine own gladness that thou art employed.
So holy and so perfect is my love, and I am such a poverty of grace that I shall think it a most plenteous crop to glean the broken years after the man that the main harvest reaps. Loose now and then a scattered smile, and that I'll live upon.
Knowest thou the youth that spoke to me, or what?
Not very well, but I have met him oft, and he hath bought the cottage and the bounds that the old harlot once was master of.
Think not I love him, though I ask for him. 'Tis but a peevish boy. Yet he talks well. But what care I for words. Yet words do well when he that speaks them pleases those that hear. It is a pretty youth, not very pretty, but sure he's proud, and yet his pride becomes him. He'll make a proper man. The best thing in him is his complexion. Faster than his tongue did make offense, his eye did heal it up. He's not very tall, yet for his years he's tall. His leg is but so-so, and yet 'tis well. There was a pretty redness in his lip, a little riper and more lusty red than that mixed in his cheek. 'Twas just the difference between the constant red and mingled damask. There be some women Sylvia's, had they marked him in parcels as I did, would have gone near to fall in love with him. But for my part, I love him not, nor hate him not. And yet I have more cause to hate him than to love him. For what had he to do to chide at me? He said my eyes were black and my hair black, and now I am remembered scorned at me. Marvel why I answered not again. But that's all one, omittance is no quittance. I'll write to him a very taunting letter, and thou shalt bear it, look how so it is.
Phebe, with all my heart.
I'll write it straight. The matter's in my head and in my heart. I will be bitter with him and passing short. Go with me, Sylvia.
I'm pretty youth. Let me be better acquainted with thee.
They say you are a melancholy fellow.
I am so. I do love it better than laughing.
Those that are in extremity of either are abominable fellows, and betray themselves to every modern censure worse than drunkards.
Why, it is good to be sad and say nothing.
Why, then 'tis good to be a post.
I have neither the scholar's melancholy, which is emulation, nor the musician's, which is fantastical, nor the courtier's, which is proud, nor the soldier's, which is ambitious, nor the lawyer's, which is politic, nor the lady's, which is nice, nor the lover's, which is all of these. But it is a melancholy of mine own, extracted of many objects, compounded of many simples, and indeed the sundry computation of my travels, in which mine often rumination wraps me in a most humorous sadness.
A traveler? By my faith, you have good reason to be sad. I fear you have sold your own lands to see other men's, and to have seen everything and have nothing is to have rich eyes and poor hands.
Yes, I've gained by experience.
And your experience makes you sad. I'd rather have a fool to make me merry than experience to make me sad. And to travel for it, too.
Good day and happiness, dear Rosalind.
Nay, then God buy you, and you talk in blank verse.
Farewell, Monsieur Traveler. Why, how now, Orlando? Where have you been all this while? You a lover? And you served me such another trick, never come in my sight more.
Dear Rosalind, I come within an hour of my promise.
Break an hour's promise in love? He that would divide a minute into 1,000 parts and break but a part of the 1,000th part of a minute in the affairs of love, it may be said of him that Cupid hath clapped him on the shoulder, but I'll warrant him heart whole.
Pardon me, dear Rosalind.
Nay, and you be so tardy coming more in my sight. I had as lief be root of a snail.
Of a snail?
Aye, of a snail. For though he comes slowly, he brings his house on his head. A better jointure, I think, than you make a woman. Besides, he brings his destiny with him.
And what's that?
Why, horns, which such as you are fain to be beholden to your wives for. He comes armed in his fortune and prevents the slander of his wife.
But virtue is no born maker, and my Rosalind is virtuous.
And am I your Rosalind?
It pleases him to call you so, but he hath a Rosalind of a better leer than you.
Come, woo me. I am in a holiday humor and like enough to consent. What would you say to me now, and I were your very Rosalind?
I would kiss before I spoke.
Nay, you were better speak first. And then when you were gravelled for lack of matter, you might take occasion to kiss. Very good orators, when they are out, they will spit. And for lovers lacking, God warn us, matter, the cleanliest shift is to kiss.
How if the kiss be denied?
Then she puts you to entreaty, and there begins new matter.
Who could be out, being before his beloved mistress?
Marry, but should you, if I were your mistress? Else I should think my honesty ranker than my wit.
What, of my suit?
Not out of your apparel, and yet out of your suit. Am I not your Rosalind?
I take some joy to say you are, because I would be talking of her.
Then in her person I say, I will not have you.
Then in mine own person, I die.
No, Faith, die by attorney. The poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and in all that time there's never been any man died in his own person in a love cause. Troilus had his brains dashed out with a Grecian club. Yet he did what he could to die before, and he's one of the Brahmins of love. Leander would have lived many a fair year, though hero would turn none, if not for a hot midsummer night. For a good youth went but forth to wash him in the Hellespont, and being taken with the cramp, was drowned. And yet the foolish chroniclers of that age found that it was Hero of Sestos. But these are all lies. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I would not have my right Rosalind of this mind, for I protest, her frown might kill me.
By his hand it would not kill a fly. But come, I will be your Rosalind in a more coming on disposition. Ask me what you will, I will grant.
Then love me, Rosalind.
Yes, faith will I. Fridays and Saturdays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
Aye, and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
I hope so.
Can one have too much of a good thing? Come, sister, you will be the priest and marry us. Give me your hand, Orlando. What say you, sister?
Pray thee, marry us.
I cannot say the words.
You must begin, will you, Orlando?
Go to. Will you, Orlando, take to wife this Rosalind?
I will.
I but when?
Now, as fast as you can marry us.
Then you must say, I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I might ask you for your commission, but I do take thee, Orlando, for my husband. Now, tell me how long you would have her after you possessed her.
Forever and a day.
Say a day without the ever. No, Orlando, men are April when they woo, December when they wed. Maids are May when they are maids, but the sky changes when they are wives. I will be more jealous of thee than a Barbary cock pigeon over his hen, more clamorous than a parrot against the rain, more newfangled than an ape, more giddy in my desires than a monkey. I will weep for nothing, like Diana in the fountain, and that when thou art inclined to be merry. I will laugh like a hyene, and that when thou art inclined to sleep.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she will do as I do.
Oh, but she is wise.
Else she could not have the wit to do this. The wiser, the waywarder. Shut the doors and a woman's wit will out of the casement. Shut that, 'twill out of the keyhole. Stop that, will fly with smoke out of the chimney.
A man that hath a wife with such a wit, he might say, Wit, whither wilt?
Nay, you were better keep that check for till you found your wife's wit. Go into your neighbor's bed.
And what wit could wit have to excuse that?
Marry to say she came to seek you there? You will never take her without her answer unless you take her without her tongue. That woman that cannot make her fault her husband's occasion, let her never nurse her child herself. She will breed it like a fool.
For these 2 hours, Rosalind, I will leave thee.
Alas, dear love, I cannot lack thee 2 hours.
I must attend the Duke at dinner. By 2 o'clock, I'll be with thee again.
Aye, go your ways. Go your ways. I knew what you would prove. My friends told me as such, and I thought no less. That flattering tongue of yours won me. 'Tis but when cast away, and so come death.
2 o'clock is your hour.
Aye, sweet Rosalind.
By my faith, may God mend, and by all pretty oaths that are not dangerous, if you break one jot of your promise, or come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think you the most pathetical break promise, and the most hollow lover, and the most unworthy of her you call Rosalind, that may be chosen out of the gross band of the unfaithful. Therefore, beware my censure, and keep your promise.
With no less religion than if thou wert indeed my Rosalind. So adieu.
Time is the old justice that examines all such offenders. Let time try. Adieu.
You simply exceed our sex in your love prayer. You must have your doublet and heart over your head. I'm sure the world's bird has done your own nest.
Cuz, my pretty little cuz. I would thou could know how many fathom deep I am in love, but it cannot be sounded. No, my love hath an unknown bottom, like the Bay of Portugal.
Or rather bottomless, and that as fast as you pour it in, it runs out.
No, that same little wicked bastard of Venus that was begot of thought, conceived of spleen, and born of madness, that same blind, rascally boy that uses everyone's eyes because his own are out, let him be judged how deep I am in love.
Oh, I will tell thee, Liane, I cannot be out of the sight of Orlando. I'll go and find a shadow and sigh until he comes. And I'll sleep.
Which is he that killed the deer?
Sir, it was I.
Well, let us present him to the Duke like a Roman conqueror. And it were good that we set the deer's horns on his head for a branch of victory. Have you no song, my lord of Amiens, for this purpose?
We do.
Now sing it. It matters not how it be in tune, so it makes noise enough.
What shall he have?
What shall he have?
His brother's head, his horns to wear. Then sing his home, then sing down there.
to you, fair youth. My gentle Phebe bid me give you this. I know not the contents. But, as I guess, by the stern brow and lustrous action which she did use as she was writing of it, it bears an angry tenor. Pardon me, I am but as a guiltless messenger.
Patience herself would startle at this letter and play the swaggerer. Oh, bear this, bear all. She says that I am proud, that I am not fair, that I lack manners, and that she could not love me were man as rare as Phoenix. Odds my life, her love is not the hare that I do hunt. Why writes she so to me? Shepherd, this is a letter of your own device.
No, I protest. I know not the contents. Phebe did write it.
You are a fool and turned into the extremity of love. I saw her hand. She has a leathern hand, a freestone-colored hand. I verily did think her old gloves were on, but 'twas her hands. She has a huswife catch. 'Tis no matter. I say she never did invent this letter. This is a man's invention and his hand.
No, it is hers, surely.
Tis a boisterous and a cruel style. She defies me. Woman's gentle brain cannot drop forth such giant, rude invention. Will you hear the letter?
So please you, for I never heard it yet. Yet heard too much of Phoebe's cruelty.
Art thou God to shepherd turned, that a maiden's heart hath burned? Can a woman rail thus?
Call you this railing?
Why, thy Godhead laid apart, warrest thou with a woman's heart? Did you ever hear such railing? Whilst the eye of man did woo me, that could do no vengeance to me, meaning me, a beast. He that brings this love to thee, little knows this love in me.
Oh.
And by him seal up thy mind, whether that thy youth and kind will the faithful offer take of me and all that I can make, or else by him my love deny, and then I'll study how to die.
Call you this chiding?
Oh, alas, poor shepherd. Do you pity him? No, he deserves no pity. What, wilt thou love such a woman? Make thee an instrument and then play false strains on me? Not to be endured. Well, I see love hath made thee a tame snake. Go your ways and say this to her, that if she love me, I charge her to love thee. I'll never have her unless thou entreat for her. If you be a true lover, hence, and not a word. Hence. Now, here comes more company.
Good morrow, fair ones. Pray you, if you can, where in the purlieus of this forest stands a sheepcote fenced about with olive trees?
West of this place in the neighborhood, red osiers near the river and stream. Left on your right hand brings you to the place. But at this hour the house doth keep itself. There's none within.
If that an eye may profit by a tongue, then should I know you by description. Such garments and such years, the boy is fair, of female favor, and bestows himself like a ripe sister. The woman low and browner than her brother. Are not you the owner of that house I did inquire for?
It is no boast being asked to say that we are.
Orlando doth commend him to you both, and to that youth he calls his Rosalind. He sends this bloody napkin. Are you he?
I am. What must we understand by this?
Some of my shame, if you would know of me what man I am, and how, and why, and where this handkerchief was stained.
I pray you tell it.
When last the young Orlando parted from you, he left a promise to return again within an hour. And pacing through the forest, chewing the food of sweet and bitter fancy, lo, what befell? He threw aside his eye, and mark, what object did present itself? Under an oak, whose boughs were mossed with age, and high-top bald with dry antiquity, a wretched, ragged man, o'ergrown with hair, lay sleeping on his back. About his neck, a green and gilded snake had wreathed itself, who, with her head nimble in threats approached the opening of his mouth. But suddenly, seeing Orlando, it unlinked itself and with indented glides did slip away into a bush, under which bush's shade a lioness with udders all drawn dry lay couching, hand upon crown, with cat-like watch when that the sleeping man should wake. For 'tis the royal disposition of that beast to prey on nothing that was seen as dead. This scene, Orlando did approach the man, and found it was his brother, his elder brother.
I did hear him speak of that same brother, and he did render him the most unnatural that lived amongst men.
And well he might so do, for well I know he was unnatural.
But to Orlando, did he leave him there, food to the sucked and hungry lioness?
Twice did he turn his back and purpose so, but kindness, nobler ever than revenge, and nature, stronger than his just occasion, made him give battle to the lioness, who quickly fell before him, in which, hurtling from miserable slumber, I awaked.
Are you his brother? Was it you he rescued? Was it you that did so oft contrive to kill him?
'Twas I, but 'tis not I. I do not shame to tell you what I was, since my conversion so sweetly tastes, being the thing I am.
But for the bloody napkin?
By and by. When from the first to last betwixt us two, tears our countenance had most kindly bathed as to how I came into that desert place. In brief, he led me unto the gentle Duke, who gave me fresh array and entertainment, committing me unto my brother's love, who led me instantly unto his cave. There stripped himself, and here, upon his arm, the lioness had torn some flesh away, which all this while had bled. And now he fainted, and cried in fainting upon Rosalind. Brief, I recovered him, bound up his wound, and after some small space, being strong at heart, he sent me hither, stranger as I am, to tell this story that you might excuse his broken promise, and to give this napkin dyed in his blood unto that youth that he, in sport, doth call his Rosalind. Many will swoon when they do look on blood.
There's more in it.
Oh, look, he awakes.
Oh, I would I were at home. We'll take you thither. Sir, take him by the arm.
Be of good cheer, youth. You a man. You lack a man's heart.
I do, I confess it. Sir, a body would think that this was well counterfeited. Tell your brother how well I counterfeited.
Oh, this was no counterfeit. There is too great testimony in your complexion that this was a passion of earnest.
Counterfeit, I assure you.
Well, then, take a good heart and counterfeit to be a man.
So I do, but by faith I should have been a woman by right. You grow paler and paler. Draw home. Sir, go with us.
That will I, for I must bear answer back how you excuse my brother, Rosalind.
I will devise something, but I pray you commend my counterfeiting to him. Will you go?
We shall find a time, Audrey. Patience, gentle Audrey.
Faith, the priest was good enough for all the old gentlemen say.
A most wicked Sir Oliver, Audrey. A most vile Martext. But, Audrey, there is a youth here in the forest lays claim to you.
I know who 'tis. He hath no interest in me in the world. Here comes the man you mean.
It is meat and drink to me to see a clown. By my troth, we that have good wits have much to answer for. We shall be flouting, we cannot hold.
Good evening, Audrey.
Good evening, William.
And good evening to you, sir.
Oh, good evening, gentle friend. Oh, cover thy head, cover thy head. He's pretty be covered. How old are you, friend?
5 and 20, sir.
A ripe age. Is thy name William?
William, sir.
A fair name. Wast born in the forest here?
Aye, sir.
noticed, well, I do now remember a saying. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. Huh? Huh?
Do you love this maid?
I do, sir. Give me your hand. Art thou learned?
No, sir.
Then learn this. To have is to have, for it is a figure of rhetoric that drink being poured out of a cup and into a glass, by filling the one doth empty the other. For all your writers do consent that ipsi is he. Now, you are not ipsi, for I am he.
Which he, sir?
He that must marry this woman. Therefore, you clown, abandon, which in the vulgar is leave, the society, which in the boorish is company, of this female, which in the common is woman, which together is, abandon the society of this female, or, clown, thou perishest, or to thy better understanding, diest. Or to wit, I kill thee, make thee away, translate thy life into death, thy liberty into bondage. I will deal with thee in poison, or in bastinados, or in steel. I will band with thee in factions. I will overrun thee with policy. I will kill thee 150 ways. Therefore tremble and depart.
Do good, William.
Our master and mistress seek you. Come away. Away!
Audrey. Oh, I am denied.
On so little acquaintance you should like her, that but seeing you should love, and loving woo, and wooing she should grant, and will you persevere to enjoy her?
Neither call the giddiness of it in question, the poverty of her, the small acquaintance, that my son wooing or her son consenting, but say with me, I love Liane. Say with her that she loves me, consent with both, that we may enjoy each other. It shall be to thy good. For my father's house, and all the revenue that was old Sir Roland's, will I estate upon you, and here live and die a shepherd.
You have my consent. I'll let you away me tomorrow. But thither will I am with the Duke and all his contented followers. Now go you and prepare Liane, for look you, here comes my Rosalind.
God save you, brother.
And you, fair sister.
Orlando, how it grieves me to see thee wear thy heart in a scarf.
It is my heart.
I thought thy heart was wounded by the claws of a lion.
Wounded it is, but with the eyes of a lady.
Did your brother tell you how I counterfeited to swoon when he showed me your handkerchief?
Aye, and greater wonders than that.
I know where you are. Nay, 'tis true. There was never anything so sudden as the fight of two rams, for your brother and my sister no sooner met but they looked, and no sooner looked but they loved. No sooner loved but they sighed, no sooner sighed but they asked one another the reason, and no sooner knew the reason than they sought the remedy. And in this matter have they built a pair of stairs to marriage, which they will climb incontinent, or else be incontinent before marriage. They are in the very wrath of love, and they will together. Clubs cannot part them.
They will be married tomorrow, and I will be the Duke to the nuptial. Oh, how bitter a thing it is to look into happiness through another man's eyes. By so much the more shall I tomorrow be at the height of heart heaviness. By how much I shall think my brother happy in having what he wishes for.
Then tomorrow I cannot serve your turn for Rosalind.
I can no longer live by thinking.
I will weary you then no longer with idle talking. Know of me then, for now I speak to some purpose. That I know you are a gentleman of good conceit. I say not this that you should bear a good opinion of my knowledge, in so much I say I know you are. Neither do I labor for greater esteem than may in some small measure draw belief from you. Do yourself good, but not to grace me. Believe then, if you please, that I can do strange things. I have since I was a 3-year-old conversed with a magician. Most profound in his art and yet not damnable. If you love Rosalind so near the heart as your gesture cries out, then tomorrow when your brother marries Liane, shall you marry her? I know into what straits of fortune she is driven, and it were not impossible to me, were it not inconvenient to you, to set her before your eyes tomorrow, human as she is, and without any danger.
Speakest thou in sober meaning?
By my life, I do. Which I tender dearly, though I say I'm a magician. Put you in your best array, and bid your friends, for if you will be married tomorrow, you shall. And to Rosalind, if you will. Then there comes a lover of mine, and a lover of hers.
You have done me much ungentleness. To show the letter that I writ to you.
I care not if I have. It is my study to seem spiteful and ungentle to you. You are there followed by a most faithful shepherd. Look upon him. Love him. He worships you.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what 'tis to love.
It is to be all made of sighs and tears. And so am I for Phebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is to be all made of faith and service. And so am I for Phebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is to be all made of fantasy. All made of passion and all made of wishes. All adoration, duty, and observance. All humbleness. All patience and impatience. All purity, all trial, all observance. And so am I for Phebe.
And so am I for Ganymede.
And so am I for Rosalind.
And so am I for no woman.
If this be so, I blame you me to love you.
If this be so, I blame you me to love you.
Let this be so, why blame you me to love you?
Why did you speak to I blame you me to love you?
To her that is not here, nor doth not hear.
No, I pray you, no more of this. It's like the howling of Irish wolves against the moon. I will help you if I can. I would love you if I could. Therefore, meet me all together tomorrow. I will marry you, if ever I marry a woman, and I will be married tomorrow. I will satisfy you if ever I satisfy a man, and you shall be married tomorrow. I will content you if what pleases you contents you, and you shall be married tomorrow. As you love Rosalind, meet. As you love Phebe, meet. And as I love no woman, I'll meet. Therefore, fare you well. I have left you commands.
I'll not fail if I live.
Oh, nor I.
Nor I.
Ew.
Tomorrow is the joyous day, Audrey. Tomorrow will we be married.
I do desire it with all my heart. And I hope it is no dishonest desire to desire to be a woman of the world. Here comes two of the two Spanish names.
Well met, honest gentleman.
By my Jove, well met. Come, sit in a song.
We offer you. Sit in the middle.
Shall we clap into a family without hawking or spitting or saying to your horse, which are really prologues to a bad voice?
My faith, my faith. And in tune, like two gypsies on a horse. It was a lover and his lass with a hay and a hoe. And a hay, noddy-do. And a hay,
God be with you, and God lend your voices. Come on, bitch.
I sometimes do believe, sometimes do not. As those that fear they hope, and know they fear.
Patience once more whilst our compact is urged. You say if I bring in your Rosalind, you will bestow her on Orlando here?
That would I, had I kingdoms to give with her.
And you say you'll have her when I bring her?
That would I, were I of all kingdoms king.
You say you'll marry me if I be willing?
That will I, should I die the hour after.
But if you do refuse to marry me, you will give yourself to this most faithful shepherd. So is the bargain. And you will marry Phebe if she be willing?
To have her and death were both one thing.
I have promised to make all this matter even. Keep your word, O Duke, to give your daughter. You yours, Orlando, to receive his daughter. Keep your word, Phebe, that you'll marry me, or else refusing me to wed this shepherd. And keep your word, Silvius, that you'll marry Phebe if she be willing. And from hence I go, to make all these doubts even.
I do remember in this shepherd boy some lively touches of my daughter's favour.
My lord, the first time I ever saw him, I thought he was a brother to your daughter. But, my good lord, this boy is forest-born, and hath been tutored in the rudiments of many desperate studies by his uncle, whom he reports to be a great magician, obscure from the circle of this forest.
There is sure another flood toward, and these lovers are coming to the ark. Oh, here come a pair of very strange beasts, which in all tongues are called fools.
Greeting and salutation to you all.
Oh, but my lord, welcome him. This is the motley-minded gentleman that I have so often met in the forest. He hath been a courtier, he swears.
Well, if any man doubt that, let him put me to my purgation. I have trod a measure, I have flattered a lady, I have been politic with my friend, smooth with mine enemy, I have undone 3 tailors, I have had 4 quarrels, and like to have fought one.
And how was that tailor?
Oh, faith, sir, we met and found the quarrel was upon the 7th cause.
What is it called? Oh, good my lord, like this fellow.
Oh, I like him very well.
God yield you, sir, I do desire you of the like. I press in here, sir, amongst the rest of the country copulatives, to swear and to forswear according to marriage binds and blood breaks, and a poor virgin, sir, an ill-favored thing, sir, but mine own. The poor humor of mine, sir, to take that no man else will. Rich honesty dwells like a miser, sir, in a poor house, as your pearl in your foul oyster.
By my faith, he is most swift and sententious.
According to the fool's bolt in such dulcet diseases.
Not for the 7th cause. How did you find the quarrel on the 7th cause?
Upon a lie 7 times removed. Bear your body more seeming, Audrey. As thus. I did dislike the cut of certain courtier's beard. He sent me word that if I said his beard was not well cut, he was in the mind it was. This is called retort courteous. If I sent him word again it was not well cut, he would send me word he cut it to please himself. This is called quit modest. If again it was not well cut, he disabled my judgment. This is called reply churlish. If again it was not well cut, he would answer, I spake not true. This is called the reproof valiant. If again it was not well cut, he would say, I liest. This is called the counter-check quarrels. And so do your lie circumstantial and your lie direct.
And how often did you say his beard was not well cut?
Oh, I durst go no further than the lie circumstantial, nor durst he give me the lie direct. And so we measured swords and parted.
My lord, this is not a rare fellow. He's as good at anything, and yet a fool.
He uses his folly like a stalking horse, and under the presentation of that, he shoots his whip.
atone together. Good Duke, receive thy daughter. Hymen from heaven brought her, yea, brought her hither, that thou mightst join her hand with his, whose heart within his bosom is.
To you I give myself, for I am yours.
If there be truth in sight, you are my daughter.
To you I give myself, for I am yours.
If there be truth in sight, you are my Rosalind.
If sight and shape be true, why then, my love, adieu.
I'll have no father if you be not he, no husband if you be not he, nor ne'er wed woman if you be not she.
Peace, ho, and more confusion, 'tis I must make conclusion of these most strange events. Here's 8 that must take hands to join in Hymen's bands, and truth hold true contents. You and you, no cross shall part. You and you are heart and heart. You to his love must accord, or have a woman to your lord. You and you are sure together, as the winter to foul weather.
My dear niece, welcome thou art to me, even daughter in no less degree.
I will not eat my word, now thou art mine. Thy faith, my fancy, to thee doth combine.
If I may have audience for a word or two, I am the second son of old Sir Roland. Oh! And I bring tidings to this fair assembly. Duke Frederick, fearing how every day men of great worth resort to this force, addressed the mighty power, which are on foot in his own conduct, purposely to take his brother here and put him to the sword. To the skirt of this wild bloody king. Where meeting with an old religious man, after some question with him, was converted both from his enterprise and the world, his crown bequeathing to his banished brother, and all their lands restored to them that were with him exiled. This to be true, I do engage my life.
Welcome, young man. Thou offerest fairly to thy brother's wedding. To one his lands withheld, and to the other a land itself at large, a potent dukedom. First in this forest, let us do those ends that here were well begun and well begot. And after every of this happy number that have endured shrewd days and nights with us, shall share the good of our returned fortune, according to the measure of their states. Meantime, forget this new fallen dignity, and fall into our rustic revelry. Play, music, and you brides and bridegrooms all, with measure heaped in joy, to the measure's fall.
So, by your patience. If I heard you rightly, the Duke hath put on a religious life and thrown into neglect the pompous court?
Yet,
To him will I. Out of these contexts there is much matter to be heard and learned. You to your former honor I bequeath. Your patience and your virtue well deserves it. You to a love that your true faith doth merit. You to your lands, and love, and great allies. You to a long and well-deserved bed, and you to wrangling, where thy loving voyage is but 2 months' victual. So your pleasures I'm for other than for dancing measures.
Stay, Jaques, stay.
To see no pastime I. What you will have, I'll stay to learn at your abandoned cave.
Proceed, proceed. We will begin these rites as we do trust they'll end. in true delight.
It is not the fashion to see the lady the epilogue, but it is no more unhandsome than to see the lord the prologue. If it be true that good wine needs no bush, then 'tis true good plays need no epilogue. But to good wine they do use good bushes, and good plays prove the better with good epilogues. What a case am I in, then, that am neither a good epilogue, nor can insinuate with you in behalf of a good play? I'm not furnished like a beggar, so to beg will not become me. My way is to conjure you, and I'll begin with the women. I charge thee, O women, for the love you bear to men, to like as much of the play as pleases you. I charge you, O men, for the love you bear to women, as I perceive by your simpering none of you hates them, that between the women and you the play may please. If I were a woman, I would kiss as many of you as had beards that pleased me, complexions that liked me, and breaths that I defied not. And I'm sure, for my kind offer, as many as have sweet breaths, sweet beards, or sweet complexions, will, for my kind offer, when I make curtsy, bid me